Hey. Hey, everyone. I eventually have to get a countdown thing. Eventually have to do like a countdown video. But so I don't just like suddenly appear. But hello. Hi, hi, hi. All right, wait. So let's figure this out now. Can you all hear the music? Good evening. Hello. No, you can't hear the music. Okay. Always. All right. That's why I asked. That is why I asked. All right, let's try adding this thing. That's why I asked everyone. Okay. I gotta add here, and then I add audio capture, and then I go here, I go here, and that should be it. All right, hold on. The music just stopped, so. All right, how's that? Oh wait, hold on. All right, this is it. This is the fix. I figured it out. No, I figured it out. All right. Get ready. Get ready. You're about to be blown away by music. It's still not working. I feel like it would lurk if I'm over here. No. I'll figure it out. Sorry, guys. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm on a Mac. And, like, Macs don't... Or you can hear it because it's from my mic. So, Macs, for whatever reason, don't... But I'm going to do this. Hold on. All right. I'm going to do this. We're almost there. Okay. Audio capture. Live stream sound. And we're going to do that. How's that? I feel like that's working. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, we have music. Now, is it too loud? You can barely hear it. Well, I don't want it to be too loud. That's the problem with this is like, yeah, it's just chill music. It's low. Well. All right, I made a little line. Okay. All right, so how are we all feeling? We all feeling good? Well, it's not meant to be the full point, Sanya. We're just listening to some music before Kamala Harris gets started. It's also copyright free, so I won't get pinged. All right. I'm glad we fixed that. I don't know why the sound is always an issue on this sort of stuff, but I'm glad we fixed it. Now, the question is, are we excited? Is it 90 days? Is it 90 days, everyone? 90 days until the election? I'm feeling good, March. I'm feeling good. Kenneth says he is literally feeling amazing. My therapist will hate it. 90 days. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. 90 days. I'm feeling good too. I'm feeling good too. "90 days and we never have to see this man again. Ever." I want that so bad. All right, now I have to remove this. Advanced audio properties. I don't think there's a way to remove it. So, okay, so we will go to this. You probably won't hear the music now, but I'm going to fix that. Hey, Tim. And we're going to add no music. I know. I have to add it again. There, it's back. Okay, now we're good. Oops. Okay, we figured it out. All right, did anyone see the video of Shady Van stalking Kamala? Yes, it's in my video. It's in my video. I just posted about it. Charlene says, I feel like we won the lottery. Y'all, we got lucky. We got so lucky. Will your audio from the Kamala rally work? Yes. We have tested the audio ahead of time. So we're good. We are good. Y'all want to see Shady Vance stalk Kamala? I think this will be it. Here.
I figured I'd come by and one, just get a good look at the plane, because hopefully it's going to be my plane in a few months, but I also thought you guys might get lonely.
It's really soft.
The vice president doesn't answer questions from reporters and hasn't for 17 days. Have they given you guys an explanation for why she won't take questions
Oh wait,
from reporters?
it's not on.
No? Nobody? Okay, great. Well, I hope that she changes her mind, because it'd be good for the American people, and I think it'd be good for you all if she actually ran a real campaign instead of one from a basement with a teleprompter. So have a good one, guys. See ya. What would you like to hear from her?
Wait, I just want to rewind this because watch how he walks up. I don't think anyone's talking about how this man walks. It's so weird.
I'd come by and
he walks like a robot.
In a few months, but I also thought you guys might get lonely because the vice president doesn't answer questions from reporters and hasn't.
It's very strange. It's very strange.
Give you guys an explanation for why she won't take.
Someone wrote this. Let me see here. Where did I put it? Oh, this. On their way to a 15-year-old OBGYN appointment. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. I'll turn this all the way down. So All right, wait. Let's watch this entrance. Where'd it go? All right. Oh, this is major. There are so many people. There are so many people. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, where's everyone from? Where's everyone from? I'm excited about this one because I'm originally from Michigan. So this is why I'm watching this one. Let's see where everyone's at in the chat. 50,000. Iowa, Wisconsin, West Virginia, baby. Boop, 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 boop. Pennsylvania, Illinois, Los Angeles, love Los Angeles. Virginia, Maryland, Iowa, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Mexico, Charlottesville, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Wisconsin, East Texas, North Carolina, California. Hi from Western Massachusetts, New Jersey, Texas, Arizona, Oregon, baby. Oregon with the trees. Joseph, Oregon with the trees. Arkansas, Scotland, Australia, Ireland, Wisconsin, Seattle, New York, Finland, Mesa, Arizona, Portland, Michigan, Arizona, Florida, Delaware. Amazing. Supporting Singapore. Oh, Singapore. Thank you so much, Anthony. New England strong. Oklahoma. Let's go. Balls to the walls. Hell yeah. All right. That's a good check-in. VC says, I am watching 15 minutes from where they are right now in Southgate. Oh, that's awesome. So I'm originally from Warren, Michigan, Macomb County, and I'm excited to watch today's rally in Detroit because I'll tell you this. When Donald Trump was close to getting elected, I had a feeling that it was going to happen. I could see, that's when I was still on Facebook, but I could see on Facebook there was something happening on the ground with my friends and family that I lived in New York at the time, or the people in New York were not aware of it. They were not aware of it. And this time, I guess my one hope about this election is like I'm very much so in, like I live in DC. So I'm very much so in the Beltway, right? But I'm not of the Beltway. So my hope is that, because I don't know about you, but I am feeling like we're winning. And in 2016, loved Hillary, but in 2016, I always was like, wait, I feel like Donald Trump can win. And all my friends in New York were like, Keith, you're nuts. He seems nuts. Everyone's going to see the difference. They're going to say that, they're going to see the difference and they're going to vote for Hillary. And what I was seeing on my Facebook with my friends in Macomb County, Michigan, I was like, I don't know. It feels a little bit different. Long way of saying is it feels different now than it did in 2016. My hope is that I'm not so inside of this bubble now that I can't feel it. I can't see, you know what I mean? I'm so inside that I can't see the outside. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's put the music back on. Yeah, she did win the popular vote. Yes, she just won the votes in the wrong places. Georgia here, don't see the signs and flags like before. Oh, that's good to know. I will say, I think it's pretty meaningful that, the rallies are so much bigger for Kamala. They just updated the time for the rally to start to 7:15. So you're stuck with me for another 15 minutes. No Money G says, I don't see the signs like in 2016 or 2020. I'm a blue dot in a red country. Hey, can we all give a shout out to No Money G? Can we get a shout out to No Money G? Because I will say this. It is the blue dots in red states that make all the difference. You are the ones that turn red states into blue states. You're the ones that turn red states into swing states. And the fact that you can be a blue dot in a red state, you are like on the front lines of what turned Georgia from red to blue. It's because of people like you. So thank you for being a blue dot. Yes, Kenneth is a blue dot in Oklahoma. And you know what? At least we have a space here that we can come together, because it's not easy to live in a red state when you can see the truth. You know? Oh, someone says they love their democracy hat. Where was that? I missed it. Oh, hello, my friend says I love my democracy hat. Yay! Democracy hats. Democracy hats. Angela says, go blue dots in red states. Yes. Seahorse, same. Blue dot in Florida. Well, Seahorse, my hope for you is that you're not a blue dot in a red state for too long. We can flip Florida. I don't know how close you are to Florida politics, but Nikki Fried, who is the chairwoman of the Democratic Party in Florida, is doing everything she can to help turn that state from red to purple. I think it's like purplish red right now, and it is possible to make it so that Florida is a swing state again. But it's not going to happen overnight. You can't hear any music? Hold on. Well, it's all the way up. Their speakers talking the rally. Well, why aren't they showing them? All right, hold on. Kamala Harris rally. Okay, I don't trust the AP. Let's do this one.
We have a choice between those who want to conquer by dividing and people who will build by unifying. We have a choice between those who want to turn back the past and people who want to go forward to a better future. Folks, we have 90 days, Wisconsin. Let's make them count. Let's get to work.
Wait, Wisconsin?
Let's go win this damn thing.
Wisconsin? Kamala Harris rally. Live. All right, we're just going to do this one.
Dedicated public servants who are fighting for an America where all of our rights and freedoms are protected. All of our rights and freedoms are protected.
I'll zoom in
and
so it
one
doesn't
where
say
everybody's got a fair shot to make it. That's our America, where everybody's got a fair shot to work hard and to get ahead. On the other hand, there's Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, who are running on their dangerous Project 2025 agenda to literally rip away our freedoms. Rip away our freedoms.
Okay, y'all don't want
And
Fox.
they wanna
It's,
give
it's a
another
good stream. It's a good stream, but y'all don't want Fox. We'll do AP. Oh, wait, that's old. Where is the live stream? I'm telling you, Kamala Harris live Michigan. All right. All right. PBS, come.
Is tenacious.
Okay.
And she will be an extraordinary leader for us in Michigan and across the country.
Does that sound better?
Over the past 3.5 years, Vice President Harris has worked tirelessly to move our country forward. Alongside our great President Joe Biden, she has helped bring hundreds of thousands of jobs, including manufacturing jobs, back to Michigan. I'm not exaggerating. thousands and thousands of jobs that are coming back. Do we have some?
Listener.
Looks like we need a medic. It is so, you guys have been so wonderful standing here for so long because we love our country. We love Kamala Harris. We love Tim Walz. We're here because we want to move forward. And so I just want to say, I'm proud of bringing jobs home. I'm proud of lowering the cost of prescription drugs, taking on the drug companies to negotiate Medicare.
That's Debbie Stabenow. She is the senator from Michigan.
At the highest price. And I am so proud that we have in Kamala Harris somebody who fundamentally understands our freedoms as women to, maybe decide our own health care decisions. I'm not interested in Donald Trump or J.D. Vance or Ted Cruz or any of those other politicians being in my exam room or yours. Now let me just say, and people have been talking tonight, and so I'm not going to go through the litany of all the bad things that Donald Trump did in his first term, or what he wants to do in his second, in his detailed, terrifyingly extreme Project 2025. I just want to say this to Donald Trump. Michigan is not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back. We're not going back.
I don't know how people become.
We intend to keep going forward with leaders who believe in America, who share our values, and will fight for the things that make a real difference to Michigan and to all of our families. And one more thing, while I have you all here. We're not going back when it comes to our United States Senate seat either.
Are you sure you want to watch this woman? Are you sure? I mean, we're gonna watch her, but it's like I mean, God bless her. I don't know how politicians become politicians, and they, you know.
And while I may be retiring at the end of the year, please know that I'm going to work my heart out, and I hope you will too, to make sure I am passing the torch to our great Democratic.
Let's just we can just hang out and she'll be on in the background. But yeah, you know, not everyone's Barack Obama.
And care about Michigan, and I know you do too.
Yes. We need more boring politicians. Yes. Yes. I'm not disparaging. No, I'm not saying.
And I want to make sure we have a president of the United States and a vice president of the United States who love Michigan as much as we all do.
Yeah. Okay.
And who will have
the crowd is I will say the crowd is like amped up.
When they're in the White House.
Look at this.
So Michigan, let's do what we know how to do.
Like, I don't know if you've seen a Trump crowd, but this crowd is actually like paying attention.
We've been winning in Michigan. Let's make sure we do.
Should I bring on my puppy? Do you guys want to see my dog?
Tim Walz is our next vice president.
Do you want to see my puppy?
Let's go win.
Yes?
Please welcome United States Representative Alyssa Slotkin.
All right, I'm going to put on Alyssa Slotkin. We're going to turn her up, and I'm going to grab my puppy. Oh, God damn it. Oh, my God. Okay, puppy time.
Michigan. Can we all give it up one more time for the amazing Debbie Stabenow, who has done so much for us? 50 years of service, the original OG, first woman elected from the state of Michigan at the federal level. Okay, we are running late, so I'm going to do this quickly. What a beautiful
This is Zuki. Her name's Zuki. Okay. She's like 20 million years old.
Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin, I am proud to be the nominee for the U.S. Senate seat in November. We all know we have a job to do this November. We all know that Michigan is where you come to get things done. And we know that we invented the concept of the middle class, where you could work at an auto plant and afford the car that you were buying. That was a radical concept that we invented.
Zuki, like Z-U-K-I. Z-U-K-I.
Zuki.
Zuki.
Been on display, right? The Midwest has been on display. People are here. Everyone is here because they know how important we are in this election to keep the White House, to flip the House, and to keep the U.S. Senate. And I think we have actually a very interesting story going on here, because we have a Midwesterner on the VP slot on both sides, right? Interesting. Here in Michigan, we know a lot of guys like Tim Walz, right? We know a lot of guys like him. He feels like one of us. He's the coach, he's the dad making bad jokes, he's a high school teacher, he's a veteran, right? And he's also the guy who will tell you to always keep jumper cables in your car. We know that guy. On the flip side, we have J.D. Vance, right? And in the Midwest, we know some guys like J.D. Vance, too, right? Let's be honest.
I can't believe Zuki's hanging out. She never hangs out. Zuki loves the camera.
Preach freedom, accept the freedom for you to live the life you want to live. We all know that guy. More and more of these Republican candidates are taking the same approach. So is the guy that I will be running against, Mike Rogers. Watch him. We have a choice this election.
She's waiting for Walz.
Which kind of Midwest we want, which kind of country we want. Do we want something hopeful and positive, or divisive and splitting us apart? We know what we want. The other side of the aisle is going to claim that they care about the middle class. They're going to claim that they care about your jobs. What they want is your vote. They do not give a living crap about you.
This is amazing.
So in those two
Zuki's here for democracy.
Which one we pick. And lastly, because I know you're excited for us to get on to the main attraction, for those of you who are not convinced by the importance of this election to your rights and your democracy, to the vision of America, the country we love, none of you would be here if you didn't love our country. That's right. If you didn't love our country, you wouldn't be here. But if none of those things convince you, let me just say one thing, again, about Midwestern values. And here, you'll have to excuse me. We are not going to no red-blooded Michigander is ever going to let a Buckeye get into the damn White House.
Zuki! I'm going to let her go.
Please welcome Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Gretchen Whitmer! Let's get some hearts in the chat. Boo, 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 boo! Gretchen Whitmer! Let's get some blue hearts, like some American flags. She looks amazing. All
right, you know what I see as I look at this crowd? Happy warriors for Harris and Walz, right? Now guess what? I woke up in big Gretch mode this morning.
I love her accent. It reminds me of home.
Because I am fired up to elect Kamala Harris our president. if you all saw, but in Atlanta, they really showed up for the vice president last week. So you know what we got to do, right? We got to be better. We got to be louder. We got to show them how we do things in Motown, right? So, Michigan, are we fired up? Are we ready to win this thing? Now, I want to spend a moment to talk about what we're fighting for, and I want to remind us all what we are up against. In this election, we have two very different candidates. One is a prosecutor, the other is a convicted felon.
Oh. Now, when I talk, can you hear me?
One is an
Can you still hear me?
who served the public by taking
Or is it hard to hear me?
banks, and the other is a fraudster who only serves himself.
Yes? Okay. So I can do commentary?
Or a vice
Okay.
president who believes in reproductive freedom, or the guy who stacked
Awesome.
the court with the people who ripped away Roe.
Perfect.
We're not going back, right? Say it with
Thank
me.
you,
We're
everyone.
not going back.
We're not going back. We're not going back.
Kamala Harris wants to move us forward, and the other guy wants to take us back. But guess what? We're not going back. Kamala Harris solves problems, and the other guy is a problem. We're not going back. Kamala Harris fights for our freedoms, and the other guy wants to take them away. But we're not going back.
All right.
You all are doing a great job. I love you. Kamala Harris's vision for our
Okay.
future is all about freedom. Can you all say, hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Freedom, not just to survive, but the freedom to get ahead. Hell yeah. The freedom
Sorry,
to
Stephen.
breathe clean air and drink clean water. Hell yeah. The freedom
All right,
to be
I
who
lowered
you
it a
are
little.
and love who you love. Hell yeah. The freedom to be safe from gun violence in your school, in your house of worship, or in your community.
Hell yeah.
And the freedom to make your own damn decisions about your own damn body. Hell yeah.
She's kind of like showing what it'd be like if she ran for president.
So, this is why Kamala Harris got the endorsement of the United Auto Workers. Can I hear from you? Because we know that Kamala Harris is going to fight for the middle class. As president, she's going to focus on getting things done that make a real difference in our lives right now. She understands what the average person is going through.
So many people are
because
here.
Guess what? She lived a normal life. She was raised by a single mom who had a full-time job. She moved in with her sister to help her raise her children. She took care of her mom when she was battling cancer. And she is a proud stepmom with a beautiful blended family who call her Mamala.
She's so good at this. Wow, she's good at this.
And I know a lot of us identify with some of those characteristics. All right, Mamala. All right, I like it. And so I want to say a few words about my good friend Tim Walz, too. Now, yes, he's a fellow Great Lakes governor, a good Midwesterner, but Tim and I get along because we both lead according to a three-part strategy. Get shit done.
Wow. Imagine if we would have had a primary.
Tim's the real deal. He's the only governor I know who curses more than I do. And I have a feeling that's about to change. He's a former public school teacher, a soldier. He's a former soldier and a state championship winning football coach. I mean, maybe he should help out the Vikings after we smoked them twice last year.
I love her accent. I love her accent. It reminds me of home.
I'm just saying. Okay. You can't take away our lion's pride, right? All right. But But here's the thing, he's been an incredibly successful governor. Like Vice President Harris, Tim worked across the aisle to build consensus. He passed the largest infrastructure bill in Minnesota. He cut taxes for working families, delivered school meals for every child, protected public safety, grew Minnesota's economy, and so much more. Now, if a lot of that sounds familiar, it's because Tim and I have been trying to outdo one another on all these fronts for the last couple of years.
Coach over couch.
Here in Michigan, with partners like Detroit's own Joe Tate, the Speaker of the House, first Black Speaker of the House, we rolled back the retirement tax. We invested in our students and teachers. We passed common sense gun safety laws. We protected abortion rights, LGBTQ rights, and workers' rights. And we need partners in the White House who have our backs. And that's Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will fight to help you not just get by, but to get ahead. Because every American deserves a path to prosperity, every one of us. They will fight to lower the cost of prescription drugs, make child care, pre-K, and elder care more accessible and affordable. And they will go after corporations that slap on junk fees and surprise late charges. The truth is, we cannot afford another 4 years of Donald Trump. Let's just look at his record.
Oh.
He did zilch on infrastructure. Fail.
Look at her.
He tried slashing Medicare and Social Security and repealing Obamacare. Thankfully, he's a failure there, too.
She is not for Trump.
He destroyed tens of thousands of manufacturing jobs. He cut taxes for himself and his wealthy
She is
friends,
all of us.
And he instigated the January 6th riot. And of course, he bragged about Roe v. Wade falling. So, a second term of Donald Trump would be an unmitigated disaster. We cannot trust Donald Trump, and we must make sure he does not get back into the White House. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't buy a used car from this guy. How can you expect him to support the auto industry? I think we need some medical attention over here.
Man, these are taking me back.
I can see someone coming. Let's give the individual a little space, please.
I will say, like, so I used to do comms. I mean, not on this level, but I did comms for this sort of stuff, and
Thank you.
I'm getting PTSD, having to, like,
Thank you for looking out for one another, everyone.
having to,
That's
like,
what
do a
Michiganders
check
do.
on all these speeches. It's just, like, so much work.
So you can't trust Donald Trump. What I was saying is you wouldn't buy a used car from this guy, much less trust him with the auto industry, right? You wouldn't let him pick up the tab at dinner or trust him to pick up the tab at dinner. How can we trust him with the world's biggest economy? You can't even let him count his own strokes on the golf course. How can we trust him to protect the rule of law? So there is a lot at stake in this election, my friends. We can send Donald Trump packing again, and Michigan is going to do it.
Michigan, the blue walls.
So, we need you. We need you to knock doors, because if you knock doors, we win. We need you to make calls, because if you make calls, we win. We need you to donate $1 or $2. We can win. In fact, do everything short of biting the kneecaps.
She's so Michigan.
For the national press, that's a Detroit Lions thing. Anyway, when we, Michigan, elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, we can wake up on November 6th, the day after the election, and say for the first time, Madam President.
Yes, Madam President. Madam President. This is inside and outside. It's in an airport hangar.
We need a strong woman in the White House, and it's about damn time. and a good man by her side in Vice President Tim Walz. Let's get it done, Michigan. I love you.
This is good. That was good. I think the person next will be Tim Walz, right? What do you think? I love Gretchen. She is so good. All right, so I used to do press advance, and this is so much work. All of this, getting the people, staging the people, getting the stuff, checking with the press, making sure the press is in the right spot. It's so much work. And then if you're in comms, you're like, prior to this, you're either writing everyone's speech, you're going through everyone's speech to make sure it's okay, you're approving the speech. So much work goes into all of this. You're writing the speech I think Kamala's speech is probably going to be very close to what she said yesterday. It looks like it's Tim Walz up next. That, to me, looks like Tim Walz is up next. Who's feeling hope? I'm feeling hopeful. I love how many children in the audience. Yeah, I mean, what I love about the audience is the audience looks like America. The audience looks like us, you know? Did you all see J.D. Vance's rally? His rally yesterday? It was not great. Or not yesterday, today, this morning. It was in Michigan. Hopium, yeah. I'm hope scrolling. I also found that, like, on YouTube, the like positive content, like content that's pro Tim Walz, pro Kamala, instead of like anti JD Vance, anti Donald Trump, is doing very well. It does better than the negative stuff. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, 20 people in Shelby, that's right. We're tired of the negative. Yeah. I mean, the one thing is you got to show both, I think. You got to show both. You got to remind people like what's going on out there. I also think it's important to just have the negative stuff out there, drumbeat of that, but also you got to show both. Well, you like positivity, Keith? VP seal on podium. Yes. Here we go, baby. Couches are going to unite against fans. Ha ha ha. I feel like it's good to have variety, though. Agreed. It's good to show both. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to show both. But like, for instance, like I'm not going to make a video about this today because it's just giving me a lot of the same stuff they said before. It's not new, really, so it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I hope she's out there in different ways soon because it would be nice to have content to push out that is like positive, but like whenever they release an ad, I try to show the ad. Whenever, I didn't do one on the rally yesterday because I did that long ass live stream, but Kaylee says the negativity has been drowning us. It's so good to have hope. Agreed. I think everyone's feeling the hope. They want it. Victality says, go Keith, congrats on 100,000. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we're at 111 now. 111. BBB says, I'm definitely feeling a lot more enthusiastic about things. We need this energy to carry on for the next 90 days. I think we're going to carry it on. I mean, I don't know about you. 90 days, it's like a sprint. It's not like we got to be enthusiastic for 2 years, I can be hopeful and energetic and work hard for 90 days. Can all of you? C. I love Walz. Cutting down 90 days. Let's go. Exactly. I can. Yep. Terrence says yep. Serenity says yes. Valerie says yes. Comrade says yes. Angela says 90 days is easy. I agree. 90 days is easy. Cakewalk. Easy peasy. Trump is crashing so hard too. Exactly. Trump. Where is Trump? He's nowhere to be found. I mean, we were in 2 states today. We were in Wisconsin, and now we're in Michigan in one day. Where's Trump? Trump's having those like stupid rally, like he's just sending JD Vance around in like these JV rallies. Trump's on the golf course again, LOL. Ginger says, absolutely, we can do this. Yes. Yeah, Trump is old. That's the thing I love about this, is that Trump has become the old one. Trump has become the one who is old in this election. I think Trump is too old to be president. It is interesting that it kind of flipped. Like Republicans up until Joe Biden dropped out cared about how old the president is, and now that Joe Biden's dropped out, they no longer care how old the president is. I mean, it's kind of happened to us too, right? Like, we were like, Joe Biden's fine, and now we're like, actually, Donald Trump's too old. So we're not like completely immune to that, but at least we're aware we're doing it. Yes, let's do that. Let's say thank you in the chat. Chat, let's say thank you to Joe Biden, because all of this is only possible because of him. All of this energy, it's like he unlocked all of this. It's all because of him. Joe Biden did what Donald Trump never could. He turned down a chance at attaining power, and because of that, we have been more powerful than Donald Trump could have possibly imagined. It is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful that the opposite action Trump would have taken is the thing that's going to take him down. Charlie says, love your show. Thank you, Charlie.
Adam Todd.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Did I hear someone's name? Oh, here we go. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adam Todd. I am a recent graduate of University of Detroit Jesuit High School, and I am excited to attend Wayne State University in the fall. I am so excited and so honored to be here today to support Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz, who I'll be casting my vote for in my first ever presidential election this November. Medic, we need a medic. We need a medic over there.
Nope.
Do you have a medic yet? As a young black man in America, I don't often see people who look like me in positions of power. And now, finally being 18 years old and participating in this monumental event for the first time ever as a first-time voter is incredibly meaningful to me. There are so many reasons I'm proud to cast my first ballot for Vice President Harris. She's been a champion of so many causes.
It's very hot
close to
outside.
my heart.
It's very hot outside.
There's a lot
And I
to
think
say
people
here,
have been
but
out there for
you
like
guys
2 or
have
3
been
hours,
standing for a while, so I'll
if not
keep
more.
it
I
one
think
example.
maybe 6 hours. They've been out there for a long time.
Protecting our environment. Since the 6th grade, I've been involved in environmental projects in my community, like my elementary and middle school's Solar Energy Club, where we advocated for solar panel installations and educated students on the renewable energy benefits. This passion continued into high school, where I became the president of University of Detroit Jesuits Environmental Club. We built a mental health garden that benefits students and also acts as a safe haven for wildlife. Unlike Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala Harris has been a champion for environmental
I love
justice,
seeing the young people energized too.
including casting the tie-breaking vote to pass Inflation Reduction Act, the largest bill to fight climate change in our nation's history. This is the kind of leadership that really matters to young voters. We care about the future of our planet because it's our future.
It's not that hot in DC today, but
And Vice President Harris and Governor Walz actually know how to connect with young people. They not only realize the importance of engaging with us, but they actively listen to our voices and our perspectives. Donald Trump won't fight for us. He'd drag our country backwards. Kamala Harris has a vision to move our country forward, and she's fighting for all of us.
Can you imagine doing this at, I think he's 17 or 18, speaking to 50,000 people? Can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine doing that? 50,000 people?
Me speaking to
That's
you all
amazing.
today as an 18-year-old black, first-time voter from Detroit, it's just one example of how she is listening to the voices of young people. On Tuesday, November 5th, we all
Yes,
have
it's
one job.
amazing. This is amazing.
And
This
that
guy
is
is going to
vote
be like a
Vice
congressman one
President
day.
Harris and Governor Walz into the White House. Please join me in giving a warm Detroit welcome to our next Vice President, Tim Walz.
All right, come on, y'all. Let's get those blue waves up. Let's get those blue hearts up. Let's get the American flags up. That is our next Vice President, Tim Walz. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. The chat is blowing up. Awesome.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to shut up and let's just listen to Tim.
Wow. Wow.
Love walls. Love walls. I hate building walls, but I love walls.
Thank you.
I don't want to build walls. I want to elect one.
A big thank you to Adam. I think we can all agree our future's pretty bright. Thank you, Adam. And hello, Michigan. We Minnesotans, you probably know this. We're a stoic people of few words. But holy hell, can you throw a party here in Michigan? So, wow. I want to take a moment to acknowledge a few friends, folks that I've gotten to know. And let's be very clear. This is someone who I consider my dearest friend and someone who taught all the other governors how to fix the damn roads. Governor Whitmer. You have got a treasure in Michigan. And I'll tell you what, we share a lot between us in the upper Midwest. We share. Oh, we need some water. We have somebody down. We need some water. Medic. We need a medic right here. You got somebody here? Got him? All right, we got a medic on the way. Thank you for caring for your neighbors. Thank you for showing what Michigan does. Look, we share a lot of things. That's one of them. We're neighbors and we're not weird, that's for sure. But I got to tell you something else we share is a care for the incredible natural resources. We in the upper Midwest in our states, we care for 20% of the world's fresh water in those Great Lakes. And the Great Lakes have no better friend than your Senator Stabenow. I got some members of Congress I had the privilege of serving with and some that are new to that place. Let's be clear. We got to put gavels in the hands of these Democratic representatives so that we can get some work done. My friend Dan Kildee, Debbie Dingell, Haley Stevens, Alyssa Slotkin, Hillary Scholten, Representative Thander, I believe just won a primary here, Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, and the chair of the Michigan Democratic Party, LaVora Barnes. Thank you. And I want to just take a moment. It's been a pretty interesting 24 hours for me, I'll have to be honest.
And I
That's
I
true.
don't
He's
know
just been
what-
vice president for
how I
like
could explain to you walking
day.
into that arena in Philly or that field out in Wisconsin or right here to what I have been told is the largest rally of the campaign.
Wow, largest rally of the campaign. Wow. Wow. 50,000 people, 50K.
And look, this is a place full of working folks, students, folks who care. And I think about this. You came out here early, found a place to park, stood in the sun, sat here and wait, and you did it. You did it for one simple and eloquent and beautiful reason. You love this country. You love this country.
All right, I'm getting emotional. Getting emotional.
I couldn't be prouder to be on this ticket and to help make Kamala Harris the next president of the United States. Every day of her life, Vice President Harris fights for the American people. She's taken on predators, fraudsters, and transnational gangs. You heard it. She stood up to powerful corporate interests, and she has never hesitated to reach across the aisle, try and find some common solutions. And she has done it, and this is what we know. All the things that make me mad about those other guys and all the things they do wrong, the one thing that I will not forgive them for is they try to steal the joy from this country. They try and steal the joy. But you know what? You know what? Our next president brings the joy. She emanates the joy. I know a little something about that commitment to people. I was born in a small town of 400 people in Nebraska, and community was the way of life. My mom and dad taught me you show generosity to your neighbors, and you work for a common good amongst them. At 17, I joined the Army National Guard. And for the next 24 years, it was a privilege to wear the uniform of this country. And just as it did for my dad, a Korean War era veteran, and millions of others, I used the GI Bill to get a college education. Followed a bit in my dad's footsteps. He was a teacher.
I love that he's a teacher. I love that he's a teacher. First
My brothers and sisters were teachers.
First non-lawyer since 1964 to run for vice president.
And they married teachers. And I coached the football team.
He's one of us.
We did win a state championship. I tell you that because don't ever close the yearbook is my pro tip to you. My students are the ones who encouraged me to run for office. I never thought much about it. But they saw in me what I hope to instill in them, a commitment to the common good, a true belief that one person truly can make a difference in their world. I lived in a district where I didn't know this at the time. Only one other Democrat since 1892 had won that district. And on that election night, my neighbors graced me with the opportunity to go to the United States Congress and represent them. I learned how to compromise without compromising my values. I learned how to work across the aisle to get good things done for people. And now as governor of Minnesota, I bring those experiences together so we can tackle some of those hard problems, inequities, climate change, all of the things that we care about. Now, we got a lot of shared values in this room. By the way, is labor in the room? This might be my chance to use it. Yeah. Yeah.
What are they saying? UAW? UAW?
We know who built the middle class, but here's the deal. What we know is Donald Trump, he sees the world a bit differently than we see the world. And I've been saying it. He doesn't know the first thing about service because he's way too busy serving himself. This is a big difference. Again and again, he does things that weakens our country, only to strengthen his own hand. He mocks our laws. He sows chaos and division amongst the public. And that's to say nothing about his record as president. Let's be, he is that. He is that. Look, we had the worst crisis of a generation, and he froze during COVID. People lost their lives because of that. He drove the economy into the ground, and make no mistake, violent crime was up during Donald Trump's presidency. And that's not even counting the crimes he committed. So.
It's a good line.
Some of the gray hairs in here remember a Republican Party that used to actually talk about freedom. These guys, when they talk about freedom, it means government has the freedom to invade your exam room with your doctor. Now, I know, look, we got a lot of commonalities. And I'll say this, as an NFC North guys, Vikings fans are proud of the Lions. I will say that. I will say that. But in Minnesota, we respect our neighbors' personal choices. We may not agree with them or make them from ourselves, but I've been saying this, you all know it. Our golden rule is mind your own damn business. Just mind your own business. It's amazing what minding your own damn business does to make things work better. Don't like a book, don't read it. Is there anybody in America sitting around in a bar, a bunch of people talking and say, you know what we need in this country? We need a bad animal farm. That's the first thing that you can do. Nobody says that. But you know what? It would be fun if it wasn't so dangerous, because then they start thinking about things like IVF and banning IVF. And I have to tell you, this is very personal for my family. When my wife and I decided to have children, we went through years of fertility treatments. Remember, every time the phone rang, I'd catch my breath, I'd feel nervousness, and then it would be a crushing feeling when they told us that the treatments didn't work. The agony of that I can feel to this day. But I can also feel some joy in this, because it wasn't by chance, as I say this, when our daughter, and we finally conceived, and our daughter was born, we didn't hesitate at all. We named her Hope. We named her Hope.
Okay, so this is the same speech, basically, from yesterday night, so...
But I do have to tell you something about hope. My wife always tells me this. It's not a damn plan. We can't hope we beat this guy. We can't hope that things get better. We go out and work our butts off to make sure it happens. So when our next president walks out here and she talks about freedom, she means the freedom to make your own health care decisions. And when she comes out here and talks about that our children should be free to go to school without being shot dead in their classrooms.
Yes, it's a good speech to do twice,
Look,
for sure.
We believe strongly in Minnesota in the Second Amendment, just like you do. But we also believe strongly in common sense gun violence prevention laws. Freedom's when education's a ticket to the middle class, not crushing student loan debts. You get it. You drove out here. You stood here. Yeah.
Vote, vote, vote,
Please.
vote.
Look, and let's all decide right now on this, whatever. We know it's going to be a hard race. We know it's going to be close. But let's don't be so close that these guys have anything to say. Let's don't be so close that there's anything. Let's just win the damn thing by a broader margin.
That's right. We just got to win by a lot.
Simple proposition. This election's about which direction this country's going to go in. We know Donald Trump's taking us backwards. And don't believe the act. He's playing dumb. He knows exactly what Project 2025 is going to do to our personal liberties. Destroy unions, rig the economy for the ultra-wealthy. We know that when he goes back, He's picking up and doing the same things he did when he was there the last time. Except, you all know this, it will be much, much worse when he comes back. Raising costs for all of you, repealing the Affordable Care Act. He doesn't care. Gutting Social Security, and be very clear. They can say whatever they want. They are banning abortion across this country, no questions asked. No questions asked. Yeah, you think this guy cares about you or your family? His running mate has the same dangerous and backward agenda as Trump. Well, heck, you all know it. Every regular person in the heartland went to Yale, had Silicon Valley billionaires fund his career, and then he writes a book trashing the very community that raised him. That whole thing is, I wasn't calling anybody names. I was just making an observation about them. We can see it. And here's my thing. There's a lot of things going to happen, by the way. We got about 91 days, and I keep telling people this, 91 days. My God, you can do anything for 91 days.
90 days. 90 days, Tim.
90? Christ, I haven't slept in 24 hours. You know why? We'll sleep when we're dead. We'll sleep when we're dead. Get it going.
We'll sleep when we're dead.
Here's my brass ring I'm looking for. I can't wait to debate this guy. I cannot wait to talk about what they think. I can't wait to ask him why he wants to take health care and take reproductive rights, and why he wants to make sure that the wealthiest pay no taxes as we destroy unions in the middle class. So here's the deal. You said it. These ideas that they're putting out there, they are weird as hell. No one's asking for it.
Who's excited about the debate?
We're asking a fair shot. We're asking for health care and child care. We're asking for an education. We're asking for safety in our streets. That's what we're asking for. And we're going to get it because that's what this campaign's about. It's about moving forward. Look, you know that Kamala Harris believes that you should be making the own choices in your life. She believes that every person should have an opportunity to enter the middle class. She believes in something so beautiful and simple with joy. She believes in the promise of this great nation.
I can just see him being vice president. I can just see it.
Look, she can take care of herself out front, and she said it. If they want to talk smack, she said it. Say it to my face, damn it. Say it to my face. But what I got to say is, we got to have her back. We got to have her back. So, Madam Vice President, thank you for the trust you placed in me. Michigan, help me right now give a warm Midwest welcome to the next President of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Let's get those blue hearts up. Let's see those American flags. Wow, she looks really good. Sorry. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. Look at the crowd. The crowd is lit. Eats, no crumbs. I don't know. It feels like we're winning. It feels like we're winning. Feels like we're winning.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, come on. We got business to handle. We got business to handle. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Can we hear it up for Tim Walz? Isn't he amazing? He's gonna be the most incredible vice president.
Madam President, Madam President.
All right, so it is good to be back and to be with so many incredible leaders. I love you. Governor Gretchen Whitmer, thank you for your friendship, your sisterhood, and your leadership, and we are going to do this together. Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, thank you so much. His parents are over there, and the members of Congress, including Senator Debbie Stabenow, my dear friend, and your next United States Senator, Representative Alyssa Slotkin. We're gonna get
She's
that
gonna win.
done.
We're gonna win that Senate seat for sure.
Mayor Mike Duggan, thank you for the warm welcome always. And of course, it is so good to be with the President of the United Auto Workers, my dear friend, Shawn Fain. And last week, it was my honor, it feels like last year. Last week, it was my great honor to accept the endorsement of the United Auto Workers. And the UAW has always worked to lift up the working people of our nation. Do we need some help over there? We need a medic over there, please. There should be medics in each corner. We're good? Okay. All right. Look, let's all take care of each other and look out for each other, all right? That's who we are. We look out for each other. Okay. So, as I said to Shawn, as I talked to Shawn about this election is going to be a fight. We like a good fight. When you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. We know what we stand for.
I love that. I love that.
So I'm so proud to have UAW by my side because y'all know how to fight and you know how to win. Today, I also bring greetings from our incredible President, Joe Biden. That's right. Joe. That's right. And I know
Thank you,
we
Joe.
are all
Thank you, Joe.
deeply, deeply grateful to Joe for his lifetime of service to our nation. And we thank you, Joe Biden, each and every day for all you are and all you still have yet to do.
Joe Biden saved our country.
Thank you, Joe. That's right. I'm going to tell him what you said. So, Michigan, this has been a big week. On Monday, I officially became the Democratic nominee for President of the United States.
It's our nominee. It's our nominee.
And yesterday, I announced my running mate in this campaign, Governor Tim Walz. And as you just heard, he has an incredible record as governor of the great state of Minnesota. And to those who know him best, some people are just getting to know him, but I'm going to tell you, you got to know him real quick because he's incredible. He's a serious, serious man. He has been a serious leader, and he loves our country. And you know, I've talked to some of the people who know him best, like his wife, Gwen. And to Gwen, Tim Walz, his husband. To his kids, Hope and Gus, he is dad. To his fellow veterans, he is Sergeant Major Walz. To the people of southern Minnesota for 12 years, he was a congressman. To his former high school students, he is Mr. Walz. And to his former high school football players, he was coach. And in 90 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by the title Vice President of the United States. That's right. So it is so good to be back in Michigan. And listen, I am clear, the path to the White House runs right through this state. And with your help, we will win in November. We will win.
Y'all ready to win? Y'all ready to win?
And I know we are all clear about what we are up against. As many of you know, before I was elected vice president, before I was elected as a United States Senator, I was elected Attorney General, and before that, elected District Attorney, and before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, scammers who broke the rules for personal gain. So hear me, Detroit, when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. I've been dealing with them my whole career. For example, as Attorney General of California, I took on one of the country's largest for-profit colleges that scammed students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. You remember that? As a prosecutor, I specialize in cases of sexual abuse. Well, Donald Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. As Attorney General, I held the big Wall Street banks accountable for fraud. Well, Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud. 34 counts, to be exact. Well, hold on.
Thank you, Chris.
Hold on. You know what? Here, hold on. Here's the thing. The courts are going to handle that. We're going to beat them in November. We'll beat them in November. We'll handle that.
I just want to say, I like that she does not allow people to say lock him up. She doesn't encourage it. I like that. I think that's a good sign.
Any day of the week. But make no mistake, our campaign, this campaign, is not just about us versus Donald Trump. It's bigger than that. It is about two very different visions for the future of our nation. One, ours, focused on the future, and the other, focused on the past. And Michigan, we here fight for the future. We fight for the future. We fight for a future where every worker has the freedom to join a union. every senior can retire with dignity. A future with affordable housing, affordable child care, affordable health care, and paid leave. A future where we build a broad-based economy where every American has an opportunity to own a home, to start a business, and to build wealth. And understand, in this fight, we are joyful warriors. Because while fighting for a brighter future may take hard work, we all here know hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. We believe in a future
You don't need to donate to me, Hudson.
where we lower the cost of living for America's families. So they have a chance, not just to get by, but to get ahead. Because look, while our economy is doing well by many measures, prices for everyday things like groceries are still too high. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, it will be my day one priority to fight to bring down prices, to take on the big corporations that engage in illegal price gouging, take on corporate landlords that unfairly raise rents on working families, to take on big pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. That is the work we will do together.
Guys, I do not need money. Donate it to house races.
Unlike Donald Trump,
Do not donate to me.
I will always put the middle class and working families first. Because Coach Walz and I know the middle class
Dwayne.
built this great country of ours. And when the middle class is strong, America is strong.
Thank you, Dwayne. Like I said, do not need to do that.
And look, as we move our nation forward, Donald Trump intends to take our nation backward. Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. Project 2025.
I do want to do a house race video. I'm going to do that. Hey, Ryzen, welcome. Welcome to the chat.
And please do check out Project 2025. Because I'm telling you, it is a plan. It is a plan to weaken America's middle class. Project 2025, if he is elected. It's all good.
I think there's a protester, question mark. It seems like there's a protester.
I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's
Yeah, that's a protester.
voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now. So Project 2025. Look, if he is elected, Donald Trump intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Oh my God. Major. That's a moment. Viral moment. Viral moment. I'm going to say this. Imagine that with Putin, that with Xi Jinping. Okay. I see it. It goes crazy. The look goes crazy. She wasn't even talking to me, and I got scared.
And we're not going back because we know what that would look like. And again, understand, Donald Trump intends to end the Affordable Care Act and take us back to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. We all remember what that looked like. And we're not going back. We're not going back. Our fight is a fight for the future, and it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on attack on hard-fought, hard-won fundamental freedoms and rights, and we will not stand for it. Attacks on the freedom to vote, attacks on the freedom to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Oh my gosh, come on.
The freedom to love who you love openly and with pride.
Everyone say thank you to Hudson in the chat. That's
and
not
the
necessary.
Of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not have her government tell her what to do.
Thank you, Hudson. That's very sweet of you. I will buy my dog some treats.
Generations of Americans before us
Hudson's awesome. That's so nice.
led the fight for freedom. Now the baton is in our hands, each and every one of us. So we, who believe in the sacred freedom to vote, will finally pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act and the Freedom to Vote Act.
Red Sky, thank you. I'm so glad you appreciate it. I've been
who believe in the freedom
very
to
blessed.
live safe from gun violence will finally pass an assault weapons ban, universal background checks, and red flag laws. We who believe in the freedom to organize will pass the PRO Act and put an end to union busting once and for all. And we who believe in reproductive freedom will fight for a woman's right to choose. Remembering what Donald Trump did to pick 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would take away this freedom, and they did as he intended. We who are paying attention to the fact that now over 20 states in our country have a Trump abortion ban, many with no exceptions, even for rape and incest. And we all know if he wins, he would sign a national abortion ban to outlaw abortion in every state, and that would include the great state of Michigan. But we're not going back. And on that point, it is because
she is fired up.
there is a thing about who we are that is a bit different from the folks on the other side. We trust women to know what is in their best interest and not have their government telling them what to do. And when I am President of the United States and Congress passes a bill to restore reproductive freedoms, I will sign it into law. So, Michigan, here's the thing. So much is on the line in this election. And we got to remember, you know, we knew who he is and what he was about in 16 and in 20, but there's also something else that has happened recently that we really have to prioritize in our mind about the danger we're looking at. Last month, the United States Supreme Court basically just told the former president, who has been convicted of fraud, that going forward, he will be immune no matter what he does in the White House. But think about that. Think about that. Think about what that means. Think about what that means. The man has openly vowed, if reelected, that he will be a dictator on day one.
That's right. That's right. We got to remember. We got to remember.
Think about what that means when he said that he will even, quote, terminate the Constitution of the United States. Because let us be very clear. Someone who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again.
She's got it. She's got the thing. She's got it.
Vote.
Vote, 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 vote.
That's right. So here's the thing, to your point.
Thank you,
When it
Matthew. I just
comes
saw that.
down
Thank you for doing that.
To all of the things that are important about this, I think the most important thing that I love you back, and listen, one of the things that I know brings us all out today and always is we love our country. We love our country. We love our country. And I do believe it is the highest form of patriotism to fight for the ideals of our country. That is how we preserve the promise of America. After all, the promise of America, think about it, is what makes it possible for Tim Walz and me to be together on this stage today. Think about it. Think about that. 2 middle-class kids, one a daughter of Oakland, California, who was raised by a working mother. I had a summer job at McDonald's.
I worked at KFC.
The other, a son of the Nebraska Plains who grew up working on a farm. Only in America is it possible for them together to make it all the way to the White House. Only in America. Only in America. So we are running this campaign on behalf of all Americans, from red states to blue states, from the heartland to the coast. And when elected, I promise you we will govern on behalf of all Americans. I promise that.
Donald Trump doesn't promise that.
So I'll close with this. Michigan, ultimately, in this election, we each face a question. We each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? A country of freedom, compassion, and rule of law, or a country of chaos, fear, and hate? And the beauty of our democracy, we each have the power to answer that question. We each have the power to answer that question. The power is with the people.
That was new.
So in the next 90 days, we need you to use your power. We need you to knock on some doors. We need you to register folks to vote. We need you to organize and energize and mobilize. make your voices heard. So Michigan, I ask you, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win.
We win.
God bless you, and God bless you.
That was good. That was good. All right, what'd y'all think? I'm gonna lower my volume on my mic now. What'd y'all think? Emil says, Kamala is incredible. I feel the White House held her back, and now she has all this pinned-up energy. There's definitely been some sort of switch flipped. Kenneth says he's comforted. I agree. Love them both. Very powerful speech. She's just getting better at. Yeah, I do think. You know, I'm gonna say this. Dwayne, thank you, Dwayne. I will say this, that yes, the protester did exactly what he or she did not want to do or shouldn't have done, which is like, that's the thing. Like they created a moment for her, you know, that's a new side of her the electorate hasn't seen. And now the protester tried to mock her, try to like bring her down. All he did is give her an opportunity to raise herself up. Look at those pants. Look at those pants. Sorry. She handled protester. Yeah, she handled protester very well. Very good. She was focused and nailed. I want to see them. I cannot wait to see her debate Donald Trump. Do you think she's going to debate? Do you think Donald Trump? Do you think? I'm going to ask the chat. Let's poll. I'm going to poll. If you think Donald Trump is actually going to, is Donald Trump going to actually debate Kamala? Yes, no. Start poll. Let's see. Let's see what the chat thinks. Yes. No. No. Ew, come on, guys. No? 83%, 83% of you don't think he's going to debate her. I think he's going to have to. I think he's the underdog now. I think he actually can't not do it. I think he needs to. I think he actually has to. If he doesn't, he will lose. That's what I think. Lo-fi music. Let's just put on some beats while we chat. I can't hear it, so if it's too loud or soft, you gotta let me know. All right, and let me flip this over to me, and we're back. Down 2 notches. How's that? Better? Too loud? Loud? Down more? Oh, I see. Okay. How's that? Lower? Too loud. Okay. How about that? Okay. All right, good. All right. Now let's go back to talking about Donald Trump. Okay. Turn off the lights. Do you want me to turn off the lights? We get like really... Let's turn off one light. Oof. Is that too dark? We're setting the mood. Let's maybe that's on and the other one's off. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So now, all right, now it's after dark. It's a live stream after dark. Okay. So 81% of you do not think Donald Trump is going to debate Trump. Can't hear the music? I think he has to too. Okay, so here's how this. First off, there's always like the debate about debates, and I think that again, like so he did not debate at all the whole primary. And the reason why he didn't do that is because he was in the lead, and when you're in the lead, you don't want to give your opponents any opportunity to get press, to get an advantage. You don't want to mess up. You know, if you're in the lead, you don't want to mess up. He is not in the lead right now, y'all. Let me just show you. Let's do Nate Silver Bulletin. Is that what it's called? I don't want to subscribe to this. So let's just look at where the state of the race is right now. Let's look at this. Okay. Okay, presidential forecast. You see that? We are in the lead. Now, that's not a lot. It's 2%. And it's only in it's a general election poll, so that means that, you know, you don't really win as Hillary taught us. You don't win by who gets how many votes. It depends. It has to depend where you get your votes. So we're ahead nationwide right now. We're losing in Arizona. We're losing in Florida. We're very close in Georgia. Georgia, we could flip. Michigan, we're winning. Minnesota, easy. Nevada, don't know how to say it. Very close to winning. New Hampshire, we're winning. North Carolina, I don't know. We'll see. Pennsylvania, we're in the lead by 1 point. By 1 point. I trust Nate Silver. Virginia in the lead. Wisconsin. Okay, so we're in the lead, and if we win Wisconsin, we win Pennsylvania, and we win Michigan, we win. So Donald Trump is seeing that, and he's saying to himself, I've got to do something to change this race. And I think what he'll want to do is debate. I don't think he can turn down to debate. Only poll I care about is November. Yes. I mean, this is an aggregate of all the polls, so it's a little different. It's not just one poll, it's all the polls. Cynthia has a great question. Is anyone here living in a swing state? Does Texas have a chance of turning blue? Melody, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a minute before the Chris lives in Georgia, Kaylee's in Michigan, Jacob's in Georgia, BBB's in Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I'm from Warren, Michigan. Mark's from Wisconsin. Catherine's from North Carolina. Yes, North Carolina is a swing state. It hasn't swung in a while, but it is a swing state. That's actually the state that Trump won by the closest margin. So Biden could have won that state almost. So yeah, still try. Keith, Trump took too much of a wimp to face any kind of music where he cannot control. He will just lose it. Yes, he would lose it on a debate stage with Kamala, for sure. What if RFK Jr. quits? Well, okay, Kaio, that's a great question. It's so right now RFK Jr. is actually taking more votes from Donald Trump than from Kamala Harris. So who knows what will happen in the next 3 months? But it's actually not the worst thing that he's in the race right now. He's making it. It's an advantage. It's funny because the MAGA billionaires had been funding him. They propped him up on right-wing media, And now it might very well be that he helps hand the election to Kamala Harris. Karma. We'll call that one karma. RFK baby bear killer. Does everyone know that story, the baby bear story? Burrow says, Keith, do you think Trump isn't wanting to debate her because it'll create another moment for her just like the protester? No, I think he doesn't want to debate her, honestly, because he knows that it's not going to go well for him. He also, like, if he is a master of the media, he's an idiot, but he understands how the media works. And so if he creates tension, the media loves tension. They love a story. And so he's creating a story. He's creating tension. He's creating stakes. He's like, I'm not going to do it. I'll only do it if you do this. So he's just trying to keep himself in the news. It's more about that. And I also do think that he probably wouldn't have. I think if he were in the lead, he wouldn't debate Kamala Harris. But he's not in the lead. He's losing. His court date coincides with the debate. I didn't know that. Yeah, she will wipe the floor with him for sure. She can always debate. Well, that's what's going to happen in ABC. So I worked in the I worked on the Senate campaign for John Ossoff, and this moment will forever haunt David Perdue. John Ossoff, empty podium, because this is going to happen to Trump if he doesn't show up. See that? That's a terrible look. That's one of the reasons why it's one of the reasons why Perdue lost, because he didn't show up for the job. So if there isn't a debate, my hope would be ABC would be really smart, and they would create a moment like this. They would show two podiums, and they would give, because they have said, ABC said that they are holding that time. So if someone does not show up, the other person gets the time on ABC. Everyone gets ABC. And so and my hope is that ABC will show the podiums. An empty podium is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. All right, well, thank you all for watching that with me. I don't think I'm going to watch another one unless they change the speeches or something happens. Because, no offense to them, but, like, it's the same speech, you know? I'll pretend to 6 hours before the debate. Agree, yeah. I'm going to be at the convention. I'm going to be at the DNC. 200 people, 200 creators were invited to the DNC. And I was invited. I was one of the people invited. Of all the people who applied, I was invited to the DNC as a influencer creator. And so I get to go, I'm going to be on the floor. Like, like on the floor. I'm going to be in the floor of the convention. And then I'm also allowed backstage. I get full access. Like, I get full access like press. I get the same access as press. So I'm already connecting with politicians to like do do content. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I feel like, I don't know. Would people watch interviews on YouTube? I feel like who would watch that? But I don't know. Maybe I'll do an interview. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just do TikToks. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys the 343 real ones on the live stream. I'm gonna tell you who I asked to interview. Okay. I was a little crazy. So I asked if I could meet AOC, who follows me on Twitter. I'm still trying to get that Instagram follow. I asked if I could interview Obama, and I asked if I could interview Doug. I don't know if they'll say yes to me to any of them, but I feel like jump high, right? Shoot for the stars. Yeah. Steven, thank you. Thanks, Noah. Sheldon Whitehouse. Yeah, that's not a bad one. So I'll be on the floor. I'll be on the floor. I'll be in the backstage, and I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know how much time I'll get with folks or anything. So yeah, I mean, I am a crazy person and I count, but I have 500,000 people follow me across all the social media channels, which is pretty nuts. Hey, Starla. Have you figured out what we're gonna wear? I don't know. That's a great question. I should look into that. I mean, should I wear a suit? I always wear hoodies and like pants. Chris says you're a kind of force of change. I don't know about that. Wear something nice. I don't know. I'm gonna wear the hat. I should bring some. And give them away. Jasmine Crockett. I was gonna ask for her, but I felt like everyone's gonna ask for her. So yeah, I'll wear the democracy. Does everyone know you can get the democracy hat? I'm gonna put the link in here. I have a lot of people have gotten them and they love them. So I'll put it in the chat here. No pressure. Hold on, I can't see what anyone's saying because I'm looking for the hat. Okay. So here's the hat. I'm gonna pin this. I think I can do that. Yes. I'm gonna stop this poll. So you can get the hat from there. Okay, it looks like no one thinks Donald Trump's gonna debate Kamala. Wear a suit in your democracy hat. Yeah, I think that'll do that. I should try to do like a preppy look, like a J. Crew look. So it's like suit and tie, but maybe like khakis and a tie. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't own that stuff. I'll have to go get it. Starla's not a hat person. There are shirts there. There's shirts. In every shirt I donate, every Kamala shirt I donate $5 to the campaign. So business casual, right? Charlie, thank you. The John Fetterman look. I mean, I do kind of want to just wear a hoodie, but I think you guys are right. I should wear a suit. I will do house races to donate to. I think I'll do a video on that. I don't know how well it will do. My JD Vance video today did not do well, so I'm still figuring out YouTube, you know? I'm still figuring out. But I am, I'm going to say, I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to it, but it's just so wild. So many of you subscribe to me, and I'm just so grateful that you all have given me this platform for doing good work. It is truly beyond my wildest dreams that this is happening. I've always loved YouTube. I always like, wow, how do people get a following on YouTube? You know, and I was like, you know what? It's going to be 3 years from now. In 3 years, I'd rather just start doing it. It might take forever. And in 3 years, maybe I'll have 30,000 subscribers, you know, truly. And now it's 2 months later, 111 subs. It's crazy. So, but that's only because of all of you. Only because of all of you. Put your photo in the thumbnail. Which thumbnail? People, I want to see a few donations to Keith here. We benefit the good fields every day. Oh, no, Hudson, that's not... You don't need to do that. You should connect with House Sparks. I think he follows me on Twitter. Here since 5K. Bureau. Since 5K. Wow. Wow. Well, you're a real one. You're a real one. You don't have adult TikTok. I was a Twitch streamer for a short time, but yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah. I believed in you and predicted you to hit 5. I know, Jim, you did. Thank you. You have it to give 24 hours. I go over your posts later. Okay. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Well, sometimes they just skyrocket, you know. Dwayne says you've earned those followers. Well, thank you. Patty, I'm so glad you showed up in my feed a couple weeks ago. You're awesome. Thank you, Patty. I mean, it truly is overwhelming for all of the positivity. It's just so nice. So thank you. I feel very grateful I get to do this. Beavis, I signed on at 8K. 8K. Wow. Never seen someone hit 100K so fast. I didn't know it was possible to grow this fast. I did not know. I mean, I'm just like, some of you will know. I mean, you'll know, Beavis, if you saw the video. You were here at 8K. But I put out a video when I had, oh, maybe you didn't see it because I was at 6K. When I was at, I think, 6,000 followers on here, I put out a video that was like, by November, I'm serious, y'all. By November, I want a goal of hitting 20,000 subscribers. That was my goal. 20,000. I think I hit it like 4 days later or something, or maybe 10 days later. So, but I mean, I didn't hit it. That's the thing that it's like, not me. It's all of you. It's not me. I didn't hit it. You all showed up. So it's not about me. Under 4K. Wow. Yes, exactly. It's because of all of you. Have questions prepared when you speak to them and try not to fanboy out. Yes, that's a great suggestion. I remember giving you a suggestion for your second video on Threads. I was super flattered you talked about it. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember that. Oh, yeah, why not to be worried about November? Turns out that thesis was totally wrong because we had a lot to worry about, but then it became not a problem. DNC will be where we see the new material. You have posts that have over 300K views and 100K. That's, yes, it is nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. So, okay, well, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for all joining me on here. I'm not going to do another one of these rallies unless news happens or something. So that was the last one until they switch up the speeches. Cause I mean, listen, I love her, but I don't hear the same speech every day. Next time I'll just bring to you the viral moment that happens. Okay. All right. Have a great night, y'all. That was fun. I'll see you around. Okay. Bye.